never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotions.
So we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies right now. I'm getting the measurements ready for the all-purpose flour. So the recipe calls for 2 full cups of all-purpose flour and 1/4 cup. This is the 1/4 cup. This is what mine's look like. But this is the 1/4 cup. You want to make sure that it's smoothing out. You can smooth it out with the back of a butter knife. I put all of the all-purpose flour in the bowl just to separate it, and then we're gonna put it into the sifter with all of the dry ingredients. Now, come to find out, sifters are pretty useful when you're doing recipes with your dry ingredients, just to make sure that they're mixed up properly and finely. Now we're about to do the other dry ingredients. This one will be our baking soda. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. Now we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt. Here's my favorite part, guys. Sifting. But make sure you have your apron on because you will make a mess. So we're going to set this to the side and then begin with our butter. All right, now the recipe calls for 1 cup of unsalted butter, which is 2 whole sticks of butter. I use the unsalted basically because the recipe already calls for salt. This butter has been sitting out at room temperature, but if you are not able to do that, because sometimes I forget that I'm making cookies early in the morning and I don't soften it. You can actually take 2 whole sticks out of the refrigerator, and place it in a microwave safe bowl and put it on defrost for 1 minute or 2 minutes, and you will get the same result. Now the recipe is on to granulated sugar. This recipe calls for 3 of this 1/4 cup of measurement. So you'll need 3 scoops of the 1/4 cup in order for you to complete what's needed for this recipe. So it'll be listed as 3/4 cups, but it's actually just using the 1/4 cup 3 times. All right, now the recipe is calling for 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar.
Mine was Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
That was fun. I can see it. It's still like in a bundle.
Yeah, it's still in the shape of the cup.
Like, hey, it's
All right, now we're gonna move on to adding in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now I use the McCormick brand. It is my absolute favorite. You can use any brand with this recipe, but McCormick is my favorite. All right, it's time to turn on your mixer. With this KitchenAid mixer, we're gonna use it in between 4 and 6 as far as the speed. At times you may see me speed it up a little just so it can go ahead and mush in that butter with the brown sugar and the vanilla extract, but it's gonna be beautiful, guys. I just absolutely positively love making chocolate chip cookies. Next, the recipe calls for 2 large eggs, but they have to be placed in one at a time. Look at that mixture. It just looks so yummy. Oh my God. Let's get a closer look. Alright. Now, once this is completely mixed, we're going to add in our dry ingredients from our smaller bowl that we sifted earlier. I know, it was kind of fun. I couldn't help myself. Look at that batter. It has come together. Now, the only thing that's missing are our Nestle Toll House chocolate chips. I like to use the semi-sweet kinds. You can add milk chocolate. We have actually done Reese's peanut butter cups inside of our cookies before also. But no matter what you do with this actual dough, it will come out delicious. Alright, now it's time for us to mix in our chocolate chips. Like I said, we're going to use the Nestle Toll House semi-sweet chocolate chips. They are absolutely, positively delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour these chocolate chips in, detach the actual mixer part, and hand fold in the chocolate chips. This is actually the best thing to do for your chocolate chips so they don't begin to melt with the mixer actually on, because it is chocolate. It will heat up on us, guys. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. I had to get a close-up for y'all so y'all can see this. OMG, I absolutely, positively love this recipe. Let's go ahead and start baking these cookies. Alright, time to scoop some cookies. I have my cookie sheet here and a silicone liner. I'm going to use my new cookie scooper to make perfect portions of our cookies. Once I'm done, I'm going to actually save this dough and put it in the refrigerator and enjoy later. Alright, the cookies are done. We're going to let them rest for about 2 to 3 minutes if we can, because they smell so delicious. But happy National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Don't forget to like this video. Make sure you share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you turn on that little bell icon so you can get notifications when we actually post more delicious recipes. Welcome to the Nash House.